Hi, what's up everybody? Today's video I'm going to be painting up some 10 mil ottomans for my Gallipoli project. If you hadn't noticed by now, I got like one, two, three projects going on, and then I also just like paint random stuff in between. So yeah, I'm not very good at this, but that's okay. Anyways, these models are from Turner Miniatures. They're 3D printed. I actually have a whole bunch more that I just 3D printed. You're leaned up against the 3D printer, so I can't show you. But see if we can get them in focus. You can't see them too good. Anyways, you'll see them here in a second. But yeah, painted these guys up. Tried some different stuff. I got these inks in from, well, these are from AK Interactive. Been using these inks. I use inks a lot. You've seen my other videos, but these are some different colors: some wood brown, camo green, and intense sienna. I like how they affected the models. They're 10 mil, but I don't know how to not paint stuff to the best of my ability, if that makes sense. Like if I leave a 10 mil nose unhighlighted, it will bug me. So I have to do stuff like that. But yeah, I like what it added to them, like how they painted out, like how they came out. But anyways, I'll just be showing how I paint them. Like always, it's not a guide, just how I did it. Worked for me. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you can like and subscribe, I appreciate it. All right, I'll see you guys at the end. All right, here's the before. Nothing crazy, just a typical zenithal highlight. I'll be using some Tundra to do the uniform here. They had a kind of a greenish khaki uniform, so I thought this was a good color for that. Just going to get all the uniform, the headwear, all that stuff, type of stuff. Try not to hit the trim. So the web gear, all that type of stuff. And that's where I'm at after that. Then I'll go in and hit the skin tone. Nothing crazy here, just my typical skin tone colors. I really like that beige red from Pro Quill. Works pretty good. At least for what I'm doing. I don't feel the need to mix up my skin tones too much. If it works, it works. Especially for these 10 mil models. It's not going to make a difference on the table. Then I'm just going to go in with some light umber, also from Pro Quill, and going to get the boots, going to get the webbing, and I'm going to get the rifle with this color. All just the same color. I could have mixed it up a little bit and used some different browns, but again, at 10 mil, I don't know that it's going to make too big of a difference, and I don't want these to take crazy long. I already make them take longer than I should, so that's just kind of what I'm doing here. Then I'm just going to go in with some of this Baron Dune for the gaiters. Just a little bit of contrast. These probably would have been a similar or the same color as their uniforms, but I want the models to have a little bit more pop to them. So that's why I'm painting them. Nothing simple here, super easy. Then I'm going to take the Enchanted Steel from the Speed paint line, and I'm just going to get the rifle with that. I'll also trying to hit the epaulettes on the shoulders. I think that's what they're called. If not, whatever. That's what I'm calling them. But yeah, that's all I'm going to hit with this metal. I'm not going to highlight the metal either. I'm going to leave it this kind of a darker metal color. I don't feel a need to go back over it. Then after that, I'm going to go over the whole model, skinning everything with military shade from Army Painter. I'm going to hit everything with it. I don't see any reason to try to not hit skin or something. I'm going over the whole model with this. Then after the shade dried, I'm just taking a little bit of that Barren Dune and mixing in with that Tundra. And I want to use that to highlight the uniforms. Just pick out some stuff, pick out the collars, pick out the shoulders, some stuff like that. Nothing too crazy, just to give a little bit of depth to it. Then I'm going to take the same dune color and mix it in with the wood, just because it's on my palette and it'll work. So I'm going to highlight all the webbing with that. I didn't highlight the rifle. I'm going to leave them dark, but yeah, I'm going to highlight all the webbing, the belt, all that stuff. Just make them pop a little bit, because I couldn't really see the contrast at this stage. Then I'm going to go back in with dark warm flesh and highlight all the skin tones. They got brought down quite a bit by that shade. So this is a real bright color. Use that to bring up the skin tones. Then after the skin tones, I'm going to use those inks, starting with the wood brown. I'm going to take that and just go over all the guns. So going over all the wood pieces, trying not to hit the metal. And then also hitting the, whatever that holder thing is on the belt. Then I'm going in with the Sienna, and I'm hitting all the web gear. For a lot of focus there, sorry. But yeah, hitting all the web gear, the canteen, all that. I really think this helped them pop. Definitely like these inks. They dry a little bit glossy, but it's okay. I can live with it. And then I didn't film it, but I also used a camo green just to highlight some of the uniforms. But there's the end stage. I'm happy with that. I can live with it. All right, and here's what they look like all dried up. So let me get in here so you guys can see, if it wants to focus. You know what they look like all dried up. Right around here, there we go. I can live with that. I can live with that. Could have done a little better on the gators down there, but I'm not going to complain. But yeah, that's kind of it for now. I also have some more stuff for my Fallschirmjägers, for my Crete project, 3D printed up. Some of the canisters that they had their weapons come in, that they, you know, when they jumped out of the planes, because they didn't jump with their weapons were in these like canisters. So I found some models of those, shrunk them down, 3D printed them, so I can put those on some of the bases. That's one thing I got to start doing, is 3D printing stuff for bases. So yeah, but that's where I'm at. I hope you guys liked the video. Until next time, see you later.